When I select a hunting outfitter for those trips that I don't go on my own, I look for quality people with integrity, the highest reputation for providing customer satisfaction, and of course, the best possible odds for scoring on the game I'm going after. And in Wyoming and Utah, for Western big game, without question, the best I've found is R&K Hunting Company. If you guys are looking for a place to hunt or people to go with, this man here is as fine of an outfitter and guide as I've ever met in 45 years of doing this. A rifle Shiras moose hunt in the most scenic area imaginable.
Oh, perfect.
Check. Crossed right off my bucket list. This is a 10-year bucket list fulfilled here. And you're the man that did it for me. Thank you.
Well, thanks for coming.
Oh, God. Thanks for the opportunity. A crossbow hunt adapted to my level of physical fitness and capabilities. Erased again from my list after one trip with R&K. My first crossbow kill, perfect. It's because of you.
I think I enjoyed it as much as you did, and it's been a pleasure guiding you, babe.
Oh, it's been a pleasure.
My pleasure.
Okay, now I've got the most important item I shipped, my gun. Started at 6 o'clock this morning in Brainerd, and it is 11 o'clock in Salt Lake City.
When my wife Chrissy was looking to take a bull elk, it's no surprise where we decided to set her up.
1:45 in the afternoon, that gives us enough time to get into our rooms, put some of our stuff away, and get out to the range.
And as you're about to see,
second one, 260 yards. Center punched it.
once again, the right professionals brought about an end result that she will never forget.
Couldn't have been any closer to center.
You ready to take me hunting?
So I've been an outfitter for about 16 years now. We outfit in Utah, Wyoming, and parts of Montana for mule deer, Rocky Mountain elk, Shiras moose, and antelope. So we can accommodate any type of hunter. If you want to do a level 5, very physical, high country, 12,000 foot spot and stock mule deer hunt, all the way down to 5-star lodging, tent camps, just depends on what you want to do. We'll place you on that ranch according to your physical level or your trophy want.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
All right, let's roll.
The nice thing about the Utah ranches where Chris is hunting is you can use any legal weapon from September 1st through November 20th. So you're able to hunt these elk during the rut when they're bugling, which makes a great hunt.
So this area that we're gonna hunt tonight is called Pete's Hole, and the elk have been coming back and forth from another area called Fish Creek. And so they come from Fish Creek over into Pete's Hole, and there are alfalfa fields down in the bottom. It's like a gold mine, and they pile in there sometimes by the hundreds. My name is Travis Crittenden, also known as Cheeto, and I'm the camp director. I try to facilitate each of the hunters and clients coming in and the guides and where they might go. I match them together and try to help coordinate the efforts of our camp.
Sure looks like a prime spot, boy.
It's been a good spot, and there's water over here that they need. There's not a lot of water down in the bottom here, so they'll travel, and they travel 5 or 6 miles every night. As we knew Chris was coming in to hunt with us, we'd been kind of eyeing a bull and trying to pay attention to where he might be.
You know, whenever you go on a hunt, you really want to bring a pair of shooting sticks with you. I mean, long distance shooting, or I mean, for elk or even whitetail, whatever. It just makes it much more of a solid place to set your gun and make a better shot on the animal.
The night that she came in, we had a pretty good idea that he would be in a certain location, so we got her together and headed up to a spot that we thought he might come in. These yellow quakies, the lower ones, just to the right of them. There's a little bit of an opening before the oak brush.
These guides have, I mean, they've done their homework. I mean, it was like clockwork. Of course, the elk were doing exactly what they said they were gonna do.
Okay, do you see the meadow in the very bottom? If you go up to the right, there's another meadow, kind of at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock. He's kind of in between some quakies. He's a good bull, but he's not the bull. Maybe we should wander down there a little ways just in case. Oh, he's got a kicker on his G4 too. That's a pretty good buck. We can convert to a deer tag.
No.
I'm just teasing the other one. We're going after the big papa.
Chris's Utah elk hunt with R&K Hunting Company continues now on their first evening's hunt, so let's watch and listen and see what they're all into.
These yellow quakies, the lower ones, just to the right of them. As we knew Chris was coming in to hunt with us, we'd been kind of eyeing a bull and trying to pay attention to where he might be. Okay, do you see the meadow in the very bottom? We had a pretty good idea that he would be in a certain location. He's kind of in between some quakies. As the night progressed, it was kind of slow, but as the night progressed, some elk started to filter out. Below those bright yellow quakies.
This time of year, the elk are starting to finish up the rut. Some of the cows will go into a second cycle, so there's still a little bit of bugling, but they're not coming to the cow calls as much, so we try to hunt them spot and stalk more than anything now.
That's a big 5-point. And we saw a really nice 5-point. If we boogied down off to this point, I bet you we'd have a shot. That we made a move on. Got down to where we could get a pretty good shot. The first one's just coming out in that clearing, so.
We've had a full moon lately, and that makes the hunting a little bit harder because the animals can feed later at night, and that also closes our window of opportunity quite a bit to a small time in the morning and then a little bit longer at night, but not much.
It was kind of closing in on us with the darkness, and so it was a little bit too late for us to get a shot that night. So we decided together that we would go back the next morning and sit in the same location.
We started out early in the morning glassing the sagebrush flats where the elk come out of the alfalfa.
We could hear elk bugling all over, and there were probably 150 or so elk that were feeding up through the bottom of a draw. And the place that we had decided we'd be, the elk were starting to move out in a different direction. That one's that big 6. He's got that curled.
And we were able to spot them going down, but they weren't quite going where we were prepared for them to go.
So we had to move pretty quick and make a plan to come around and try to ambush them where we thought they might go across. Let's grab our gear. We're gonna get on this road and walk kind of as fast as we can over into here and see if we can't get some of the tail end of them coming over the hill. As we moved, we could tell that our plan was coming together. The elk are going to be coming right down this little gully right here. So we're going to get up on the top and get you set up, and we'll probably have a shot right down in there. Okay.
So we're just crusting the top of this little knob.
I see them right there.
And Cheeto turns around and goes, there they are. I mean, the first thing, my heart almost dropped down into my feet. My hands started to shake.
What we'll do is you and I, we'll creep out onto here. We'll leave Caleb right back here. And if you see him, you get on your cow call. Okay? So you and I are going to go right here. And we're going to stop. And stay low as you can. We put it together and got down and all went into stealth mode. Chris went into her stealth mode, and we came up over the top of the hill, and we could see the lead cow was coming out, and she was followed by 25, 30, maybe even 40 cows. And as these cows are filtering along the trail, we picked up this big bull. Okay, yeah. He's right here. He's coming right here. Let's see. He's not the first bull, he's the second. And Chris gets set up, and everything's just as perfect as it can be. You just shoot whenever you're ready. We could see the lead cow was coming out, and she was followed by 25, 30, maybe even 40 cows. And as these cows are filtering along the trail, we we picked up this big bull. Okay, yeah. He's right here. He's coming right here. Let's see. He's not the first bull, he's the second bull. And Chris gets set up and everything's just as perfect as it can be. You just shoot whenever you're ready. .257. Dropped him. Woo! Yeah! That's a great shot. He's a good bull.
Thank you.
What a great bull. Dandy bull.
Hey, what a guy.
Wow, you did it. Way to go, Chris. What a great shot. Yeah.
Woo.
She was so excited. She gave me a big old hug and a kiss on the cheek, and we had a moment. And this was one of those moments, and I guided a fair amount of hunts that I was nervous and I was shaking just a little bit because it's exciting to kill a big bull like that. But her excitement was evident, and it was awesome. Big bull down. That is a big bull.
Woo.
Bigger than the one last night by a long way.
Yeah, cool.
That's
I can't
a great
wait
bull.
to get down.
Holy
my God.
cow.
Oh my God. Woo.
It was practically perfect timing. We saw the cows and then the bull started to follow them. Chris got set up and made the shot, and it all happened within about 30 seconds. But she made a great shot and dropped the bull. Dead bull. BBD. Big bull down.
Oh, that couldn't have worked any better.
What is it, Ewan? What time is it? I don't even know. It's 7:30, and we left camp at 6:15, and we've got a dandy of a bull already down, and I can't wait to get down there and see him.
Boy, that's a good bull. I'm excited for you.
Thank you
I'm really
so much.
excited for you.
Thank you.
I know for all of us as we hunt, we spend a lot of time outdoors and we see a lot of animals, and for us to be able to walk on this bull, sometimes you walk onto something, there's a little ground shrinkage or some things that aren't quite as good as you want them to be. But as we came on this bull, all of us that were walking towards it, we were excited. It was awesome.
You know, we're walking down to the elk, and I mean, I knew he was big. I didn't have time to sit there and, you know, decide, okay, he's a 300 bull or anything like that. But I had no clue he was as big as he was. I mean, when I can see the horns from here, oh my God.
He's really big. That's a herd bull for sure.
Oh, I got goosebumps. The horns sticking out of the sage was bigger and bigger. The closer I got, it was just, it's a huge bull. It's a huge bull. It's awesome. I mean, I knew he was big, but I
Look at the daggers
no
on that thing. His sword's
idea.
huge.
Look at that.
Wow. What a bull. The emotion on Chris's face and her excitement, and on mine, I couldn't believe it. All you could see was rack laying in the sagebrush. It was really awesome. So for us, even though we get to see it a lot, we don't have opportunities like that very often, where it all just comes together. And it sure did that morning. Oh my gosh, that's a big bull.
Look at that. You guys, I've never shot such a big elk before in my life. Is that cool or what?
As we walked up on Chris's bull, it was really neat to see how excited she was about it. For this area, that's really a great bull, and we'd worked really hard to find that bull and to scout that bull. And we were really happy that Chris was able to kill the biggest bull that she's ever killed. It was a pretty unique experience to have her here and see how excited she truly is. It's fun to see when people are excited even though they get to hunt a lot or fish a lot or cook a lot. She was able to show true excitement and joy as we walked up on this bull.
Oh, you guys.
Wow, can you believe it?
I'm so excited. I
Can you
can't
believe
believe it.
What a great job. Great
Thank
shot.
you. Thank you so much.
When you crushed him, look where you hit him up here. Both shoulders,
Yep.
arms up. A perfect shot. That is just so awesome.
Look at how big. Yeah, he's got a chunk off. And he's got some good mass to him.
Get back around this way. Wow.
Look at that.
That is such a great bull. I've had an opportunity to guide at several different places and with several different companies, and the R&K Hunting Company offers more of everything than I've ever experienced. And when Chris, as soon as she stopped shaking, she made a great shot. Her hands were just trembling and
That's
the shooting
because
sticks were rolling.
R&K has some awesome guides.
I think that they become not just a place that you go hunt, but they become a destination where everything that we have is accommodating to the most aggressive of hunters, where we can range you from 6,000 feet to 11,000 feet. Those also that need to be in a situation where we can primarily stay in ATVs or in vehicles, we have and can accommodate any of that. So whatever your preference may be, we're able to accommodate that.
What a fun hunt.
It was great.
It was a blast.
Now, as for the R&K Hunting Company, I can't recommend them to all of you more highly. They run the finest, most professional operation I've ever found in about 50 years. Besides the amazing number of animals and unbelievably private hunting grounds they have, their guides work extremely hard to make sure every hunter has the experience of a lifetime.
I think in my life, as well as a lot of hunters' lives, it's hard to know where you can go to find a good quality outfitting group. You spend a lot of time doing a lot of research, you get a lot of word of mouth references, and I believe if you'll go to our website, the R&K Hunting Company, and check out the history that we have behind our service, that there's no doubt that we run a world-class operation here.
Hunters can expect the absolute best of everything, meals that'd give any chef on the Food Network a run for their money, and a 5-star quality lodge that spares no amenities. Plus, they offer hunting adventures to match anyone's physical and shooting abilities. Trust me when I say you couldn't choose a better outfit to book your own trip with.
We have a pretty nice setup up here.
Boy, do you ever.
Lots of animals, there's a lot of different opportunities.
And at the same time, just so you know, I mean, you come out to lodges, this is fully equipped with everything you could possibly need. The food is outstanding, and I would highly recommend this hunt to anybody. I mean, this is a fun place to come and lots of animals to watch.
There's just nothing better than when a good, well-thought-out plan comes together and culminates in the harvest of a monumental trophy elk like Chris was fortunate enough to take in Utah last fall. One evening, followed by a morning hunt out in the most pristine setting on earth, and it was BBD, Big Bull Down. Hats off to everyone who made it possible, and here's to all your hunts that come together like that too. I'm Winkelman. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, everybody, hey, good hunting.